Money like I like my niggas scream. Face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time he hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claiming it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me.
Sunny other spies are calling. $1 million house, got no mortgage. We gon' let them die, keep it pouring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'. 20 other spies are calling. When we let it slide, it's recording. We ain't gonna die too boring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'. Everybody got stories in their clips. For the way they handling their chips. Caught up in the web, getting clicks. See the body count going tick, tick, tick. Popped up on my papa, got you preaching, you go hard. Opt out of your privilege, but you got 22 cars. Hop up with the pedestal, no, none of this was your fault. It was never your call, depending on who you ask, yeah. Any other spiders are calling. $1 million house, got no mortgage. We gon' let them die, keep it pouring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'. 20 other spiders are calling. When we let it slide, it's recording. We ain't gonna die too boring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'. It's dead at the end, but you got no clue, I just hit you. Stick to the talks and sayings. Cue the applause, prayers. To keep staying true to you. Doing what you wanna do. All I say don't judge you. All I say I'm not 32. It's so tired. Man, I said today. Oh, man, I said tomorrow anyway. 20 other spiders are calling. $1 million house, got no mortgage. We gon' let them die, keep it pouring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'. 20 other spiders are calling. When we let it slide, it's recording. We ain't gonna die too boring. Try to shut a straw while we're ballin'.
Alright, you already know what it is. I ain't got no money. Don't come for me because honestly, I ain't got it. But Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Hey y'all. I know I'm usually on Wednesdays, but today I wasn't feeling good yesterday and I just couldn't do it. But I'm not gonna leave y'all without at least some news because shit been going crazy this week and I'm nervous as hell. So I'm sitting up here with the news up there. Well, fuck it. But anyways, let me go ahead and say this. Nope, not that one.
Hello, motherfucker. Hi.
And
Hello.
anyways, you already saw what was going on, so let's look at it.
And then the smoke got me.
So raid at the Diddler's home turned up baby oil, rubber duck, and more in a report. What the fuck with the rubber duck? I don't get that. Why? The 2024 raid took place at the Diddler's spacious Miami residence and involved several dozen Homeland Security investigation agents. I'm surprised his orange friend didn't help him. Agents uncovered 25 bottles of baby oil alongside firearms, MDMA, Xanax pills, and personal lubricants and a rubber duck during the search. What the fuck is with the duck? I don't get it. I'm not trying to rhyme. That is disgusting. And what the oil. The baby oil has got me. I'm not comfortable in anybody's house if they have more than one bottle of baby oil. And then I'm looking at you funny if it's one of those max ones and you ain't got a lot of kids in your house. Anyways, these items have become notable talking points in the ongoing trial against the Diddler, which centers on trafficking and racketeering allegations. Gerard Gannon, a Homeland Security agent who participated in the raid, is scheduled to provide testimony during the trial on May 21st. Don Hughes, a forensic psychologist with prior experience testifying in high-profile cases like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation trial in 2022, is also set to appear in court. Scott Kid Cudi Mescudi, or Cudi, is it Mescudi? Okay, who dated the Diddler's ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura and was reportedly targeted by the Diddler, is planned to testify later in the week, even though he already testified and called this man a goddamn Marvel villain. The discovery of peculiar items such as a rubber duck and a significant quantity of baby oil, during a high-profile raid has drawn media attention, public intrigue, and the involvement of notable figures like Kid Cudi, and an expert who has appeared in another major celebrity trial adds layers of complexity and interest in the proceedings. Oh God, all I can say is,
Brother,
yeah, that's all I can say. That's gross. That's gross. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, so much baby oil. And then seriously, the duck. I don't get the duck. Somebody make it make sense. I just don't get it. It's just like the duck. But the duck. Anyways, oh Lord Jesus. I'm just very, very, very disturbed. I'm confused. That's all I can say. I'm very confused about that. But anyways, we're going to move on into other things, such as the news. We're going to get into another story that was just celebrity crap that to get y'all in. Next one up on the docket is just plain fuckery. Let me go ahead and get my commercial up. I don't know what to say about a lot of this shit. They're wearing me down. But I'm not giving up. They're just wearing me down.
it's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right. Before I forget, if you like what I'm doing or you have some suggestions, please write it down in the comments. I will respond if you come at me correctly. Also, like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Anyways, let's look at this story right here. Oh boy.
Emotional content.
So Trump ambushes South African president over alleged white genocide. Yeah, this man. Anyways, it took place on May 21st in the Oval Office. Trump met with President Cyril. That's all I'm going to say because I can't say that last name. Amid rising tensions over South Africa's treatment with white Afrikaners. I asked a white Afrikaner and I still don't understand how such a few people go to a whole country and just take over and feel like that's it. That's cool. I don't understand humankind. I don't understand how you motherfuckers go to sleep. Anyways, Trump showed footage of alleged white farmer burial sites, claiming over 1,000 crosses marked victims' graves. Trump asserted white farmers are being unalive, forced off their land in South Africa. Was it really your land to begin with, though? That's all I'm saying. He displayed images of purportedly representing crosses representing the claims over 1,000. He emphasized the unaliving of white farmers and the violence against them. He is an idiot. He really is. He flipped through articles claiming recent genocide and violence against white Africans. He accused the South African government of enacting racist anti-white policies through affirmative action and a land expropriation. Dude, aren't you doing that here? I believe that's exactly what you're doing here. Anyways, he mentioned an executive order from February that labeled South African policies discriminatory and announced a refuge program for fleeing Afrikaners, i.e., lazy fat motherfuckers that just don't want to put up with being accountable. That's what that is. Okay. He stated that. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Okay, here. He mentioned an executive. Yeah, I said that. He cited a race-based persecution and violence targeting Afrikaners, leading to waves of refugees leaving South Africa. President Cyril denied allegations, resisting the characterization of a genocide, stated that if there were such genocide, government officials and ministers would not be present at the meeting. He emphasized the importance of listening to individual stories to assess the situation rather than jumping to conclusions, which this idiot does on a regular basis. Trump expressed uncertainty about how to address the situation, but indicated concern over white Africans fleeing violence. The meeting included Trump referencing recent articles on white South African unaliving. The broader context involved U.S. refugee policies aimed at aiding Afrikaners fleeing racial persecution and violence in South Africa. All right, so why didn't you vet any of these, by the way? Because there's a bunch of people waiting to get in here that have been vetted. Shit. The disparity between U.S. claims of systemic race-based persecution and South Africa's denial was a key point of tension, because basically that dumbass feels like he is correct at all times. Give me a second here, because I just can't with it. I'm still trying to figure out how y'all motherfuckers actually voted for that dude. That's what I don't get. How the hell did y'all actually vote for this dude? I can't. I really and truly cannot with y'all. I'm just like, I'm in awe. I'm just like, what the fuck? But anyways, let's move on, because I just don't know. I really honestly don't know. I'm irritated by this bull, and that's what it is. I don't get it, and I don't think I'll ever get it. This is just bullshit, honestly. Moving on, let's look at the next story, because I'm telling you right now, this is, I just don't get this. I think we're in Bizarro land or something shit. Okay, check this one out. So, Black St. Louis is recovering from deadly tornadoes after sirens FEMA failed. Boy, are we great again? Are we great again? Are we great yet? Because I don't know when the hell we ever were. Anyways, an EF3 tornado devastated Black neighborhoods in St. Louis, resulting in 5 fatalities, including 3 children, and destruction of homes, businesses, and schools. Black businesses like the Harlem Tap Room and numerous structures were heavily damaged or destroyed. Despite the severity, residents, including activist Antoine White, TWO, reported not receiving emergency alerts or sirens warning before the tornadoes struck. The Black community is left sweeping up the ashes, indicating ongoing recovery efforts amid systemic challenges. Strong neighborhood solidarity and grassroots efforts are playing a significant role in the community resilience amid the failures of the government response. Approximately half of the North City neighborhood did not hear any alerts during the tornadoes, revealing gaps in warning systems. St. Louis's Notify STL system, intended as a backup, depends on smartphone access, yet many Black residents lack reliable internet or smartphones. Emergency management officials have known about warning system deficiencies since at least 2020, but failed to address them adequately. Mayor Cara Spencer noted that FEMA did not provide recovery assistance for 4 days after the disaster. FEMA is only scheduled to arrive on May 21st, about a week after the tornadoes hit. The federal government's recent budget cuts, including the elimination of nearly $1 billion from the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program, have reduced funding for disaster resistance infrastructure, disproportionately affecting Black and low-income neighborhoods. The Trump administration's funding cuts occurred weeks before the tornado and undermined the community's resilience and preparedness. Resident Antoine White links the current disaster to long-term systemic issues such as poverty, lead-tainted water, and violence rooted in racial inequality. The community continues to deal with disasters amid systemic race-based neglect and infrastructural deficiencies, echoing struggles from previous incidents like Ferguson. Oh God, we are so fucked. The community's response underscores the importance of grassroots organizations' neighborly support in the face of governmental failure. More severe storms are expected, leaving residents without roofs and further endangering vulnerable populations. Community unity and informal alliances underlie local disaster response, highlighting resilience despite systemic failures. The situation underscores the urgent need for equitable disaster preparedness, improved warning systems, and sustained federal support for marginalized communities. In other words, we're still fucked, and definitely the Black folks are fucked. We're trying to deal with this, but these assholes have really done horrible shit. Moving on in the fucked up shit that we dealing with right now. Oh my God, y'all. This next story, I don't know what to tell y'all, but if this don't break your heart, nothing will. And you ain't human, in my opinion. Shit. So let's check this one out. Damn.
Emotional content.
Louisiana couple unalived in 2 separate car crashes on the same night, leaving a 4-year-old son. That shit is wrong. And this is a very lovely couple. That's a happy little child. I hope someone is there for him. So a Louisiana couple that were engaged in preparing for their wedding tragically died in separate car crashes on the same night, leaving behind their 4-year-old son. The two families are in Louisiana experienced simultaneous tragedies on the same night. Engaged couple Alexis Lee and John J.R. Collins were unalived in separate car crashes just 2 hours apart. The crashes occurred early Friday morning, with Alexis losing control of her SUV around 2 a.m., resulting in her death at the scene. JR was notified of her death and then died in a second crash while heading to the scene, losing control of his car and hitting a tree. I feel like someone did this. I feel like someone might have messed with their cars. Both accidents resulted in fatalities at the scene, with JR being ejected from his vehicle. Alexis Lee was a teacher and recent graduate of Southern University. J.R. Collins was a truck driver. The couple had a 4-year-old son, Gabriel, with plans to marry in early 2026 and move into a new home. This is tragic as fuck. The families are focused on supporting the young son Gabriel as he grieves and tries to understand his parents' absence. JR's mother, Sandra Collins, described Gabriel's struggle to comprehend the loss, but reassured that efforts will be made to give him a good life. Well, at least that's good. Alexis' sister, Dominique Lee, expressed feelings of deep loss, but comforted knowing that Gabriel is being cared for by loving relatives. Both families are working to blend and support Gabriel after the loss of his parents. The tragedy has deeply affected both families and the local community. The narrative highlights the profound emotional toll of losing loved ones unexpectedly in such a tragic manner. Emphasis on familial resilience and commitment to caring for the surviving child amid grief. I don't know what to tell y'all. This is a very tragic story. I don't know. My heart goes out to them. My prayers go out to their families and that little boy. He should never have experienced such a thing, and I'm so sorry that that happened. Um, we're gonna move on because the next one is just gonna piss you off. So give me just a moment to get myself back together because, like I said, that was a really fucked up thing to happen to a family, two families. Matter of fact, they lost children and a child lost two parents. That shit ain't right. That's horrible. And I pray for that child. I'll pray for his family and his parents and hope, he makes them proud wherever they are. So let's check this next story out because, ugh. Here we go.
And then the smoke got me.
So, Drumpf DOJ's dropping police reform agreements with Louisville, Minneapolis. Yeah, I'm serious. There really needs to be a law that you cannot, and I mean you cannot become president and be racist. I'm sorry. Fuck the damn thing. I'm not monetized. You shouldn't be able to do this shit. That's wrong. Okay, you shouldn't even have this job because America is a melting pot. Okay, it was stolen, and that already started the mixes. And then, the people that stole the shit brought extra motherfuckers, and I don't know why. Then you turn around and bring more motherfuckers. You enslave motherfuckers. Then you they don't want to work. Then you go and you buy, steal, and do everything else and bring a bunch of more motherfuckers over. This place is so fucking mixed up. How can you have a president that's racist? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And this asshole is racist, okay? So let's check this out. So the DOJ under the Biden administration reached consent decrees with Minneapolis and Louisville following the investigation into their police departments. These agreements aim to implement sweeping reforms in training, use of force, policies, and officer accountability. The agreements were part of a federal effort to overhaul police practices after high police unalivings. Oh God, let me start all again. High profile death of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd in 2020. The Trump-era DOJ delayed the implementation of the Biden-era consent decree with Minneapolis. Recently, Trump's DOJ formally announced it would no longer pursue or enforce the consent with Minneapolis, stating it does not serve the public interest. How does it not serve the public interest? You got nutcases running around unaliving people just because they feel like they have that power. How the hell? Get on my nerve. Anyways, a similar withdrawal is planned for Louisville. The acting chief of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division indicated that the department will no longer persecute or pursue with the agreements. Minneapolis remains subject to a separate consent decree with the Minnesota Department of Human Rights Act enacted in 2023. The Minnesota agreement emphasizes the need for transformational changes to combat race-based policing and systemic race discrimination. The withdrawal of federal agreements occurs just days after the 5th anniversary of George Floyd's murder, unaliving. I don't get y'all. How can y'all be so fucking evil and go to sleep at night with no problems? I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. Y'all, oh my gosh. The shift signals a change in federal stance on police reform enforcement, particularly under the current DOJ leadership. The move has implications for ongoing efforts to hold police departments accountable and implement reforms at local levels. All right, let me just say something right now. I am a veteran. I don't care what the fuck anybody else says. I had to go into a damn gas chamber and I had to go through all the same shit everybody else did, okay? I just had vertigo. Um, I'm also whatever the fuck they call it, a FBA, whatever. I'm black, god dang it. My grandma was black, my mama was black, my great grandma was black, okay? All these motherfuckers been in this country, all right? But I promise you, I feel like Tuesday, fucking ICE came to my fucking apartment. I didn't know I had a doorbell, for real. I had no idea I had a doorbell. People was banging on doors, knocking on fucking doors and ringing doorbells like beep, 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 beep. I didn't know I had a doorbell. By the time I actually got up, nobody was there. And usually if you're trying to get somebody to help you or something, you leave a note, a message or something. So you tell me who the fuck was that on Tuesday? Because they didn't leave shit. I didn't open the fucking door, but that just scared the shit out of me. So y'all motherfuckers really pissing me off. And yes, I live near Worcester where they tackled that damn mama. Not damn, but that poor mama and her baby and her whole family. Anyways, if you ain't pissed off yet, you will be in a minute. Check this one out. So DOJ charges Representative LaMonica McIver with assault after ICE facility protest. You can't make this shit up. Seriously, you can't. The incident occurred on May 9th outside Delaney Hall, a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's what they call it, ICE, detention center. The protest involved Representative LaMonica McIver, Newark Mayor Ross Baraka, other members of Congress, and supporters. I know y'all see her over there in the corner. I know y'all see Miss Waters. Let's see here now. Mayor Ross Baraka attempted to join the lawmakers inside the facility and was ordered to leave by federal agents and subsequently arrested for alleged trespassing when he was invited. McIver and other protesters surrounded Mayor Baraka as federal agents moved to make his arrest. Why the fuck are y'all doing that shit? Why? We need to do more. We need to fucking do more and stop these motherfuckers from taking our people. Shit. Acting U.S. Attorney Alina Habba, the dumbass, announced that McIver was charged with assault, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement under Title 18 U.S. Code Section 111A1. That's a lot. Shit. Let me take a breath. The DOJ states that the tension escalated into pushing and shoving, leading to the charges against McIver. Prosecutors dropped charges against Mayor Baraka to focus on the case against McIver, emphasizing the pursuit of justice and expression of support from Baraka. You can't make this shit up. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know what the hell happened. I told y'all. This is a struggle. All right. There we go. Let's see. McIver claims the charges are politically motivated, asserting they distort her actions and aim to criminalize legislative oversight. She expressed confidence in her vindication and thanked supporters, emphasizing her role in advocating for her district. She was protecting her people. God dang you. If I see somebody put hands on somebody I came with, you motherfucker will have some issues to deal with. We came together, we leave together. God dang it. And let's see here now. House Democrats issued a statement condemning what they characterize as DOJ abuse of power, pledging to respond vigorously. McIver affirms her commitment to working for her constituents and standing up for what is right, regardless of legal challenges. The incident underscores ongoing tensions surrounding ICE detention and legislative oversight. It highlights partisan debates about law enforcement, political motivation, and the right to protest. Maybe I should have been a lawyer. Shit. The response from Democratic leaders reflects concerns over potential political targeting and support for McIver's activism. The DOJ's criminal charges mark a significant legal development in a politically charged environment involving congressional representatives and local officials. So basically, it's bullshit, okay? They are trying to say that this woman body slammed one of them. I have seen those fuckers. Those ICE thugs, they're not officers, they're thugs. They fucking face plant people into the damn ground. But they gonna say this woman, this black woman, let me bring this back up here just real quick. This black woman right here, she's not that big. She body slammed somebody. If you don't get your ass on and go somewhere, I'm so sick of y'all assholes. This must be Armageddon because I just don't get this shit flying. But anyways, here comes some more fuckery. Check it out, god dang it.
And then the smoke got me.
Reverend Al Sharpton condemns current black leaders for having Negro amnesia. What the fuck is this about? So, Reverend Al Sharpton has used the term Negro amnesia to critique a perceived forgetfulness among some Black Americans regarding the struggles and sacrifices that paved the way for current freedoms and opportunities. He emphasizes the importance of remembering the civil rights movement's history and ongoing challenges faced by the Black community. Who the fuck is he talking about? Because why am I here then? Why are all of these black motherfuckers that coming up here saying shit about the fucking situation here then? What the fuck? Anyways, in a speech at Macedonia's church in Macon, Georgia, Sharpton highlighted his concerns, stating the symptoms of Negroes forgetting where they come from, how they got there, and where they are. He criticized those who are achieving positions of power or influence neglect to advocate for broader community, urging them to remember the collective struggle that enabled their success. Maybe you should go talk to them, those individuals. Jesus. Sharpton has also expressed concern over the rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, warning that such actions threaten to undo decades of progress in racial justice. He continues to advocate for active participation in civil rights efforts to ensure that the gains made, not the loss. Okay, first of all, sir, did you not pay all that money to get that damn skinny and you still got straight fucking hair when we know you weren't born with straight hair, but you talking about Negro amnesia? Sir, I have been natural for over 2 decades. And I am sitting up here now trying to get the word out because motherfuckers be too busy or too trying just to survive to know what the hell's going around them. We have already had several fucking words misappropriated, taken from us. Woke. This is what I'm trying to do. Woke. Okay? I'm black woke now. I'm making it a new fucking word. Black woke, if it's not out there already, because I don't want to look like a turd. I don't know if black woke is out there, but damn it, if it ain't, then I'ma coin it. If it is, then I'ma reinforce it, damn it. Black woke. I'm trying to let the people around me know what the fuck is going on. And if somebody else from another race is able to glean some help too, then fine. Shit. Fucking talking about black Negro amnesia. Have you lost your damn mind? It is a struggle just waking up in the morning sometimes. I don't know what's wrong with these people. But anyways, we're not done. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you skip a day. You got a lot of bullshit to go through. So let's check this out. Oh, a stranger helping a man move a box discovers a body inside, and then things get worse. This dude already, you see, he got teardrops, okay? So the motherfucker got at least 2 bodies. And what the fuck is up with that hair? And what is that on your head? I'm scared that you might have something worse on that thing on your head. In a disturbing incident in Houston, Texas, a man assisting his neighbor with moving furniture discovered a dead body inside a heavy box. The neighbor, 36-year-old Stephen Eberly, had enlisted the help of a local resident to move items from his home. Upon attempting to lift a particularly heavy box in the driveway, the helper noticed the presence of a corpse inside. The fuck? The deceased was identified as Luis Silva Mendez, a longtime contractor for Eberly and his girlfriend. Mendez had been at the residence to install kitchen cabinets. According to his wife, he exhibited unusual behavior before leaving for work, giving her numerous kisses and expressing his love as if sensing impending danger. Maybe you should have stayed home, sir. The medical examiner reported that Mendez suffered multiple stab wounds. Authorities allege that Everly was responsible for the fatal stabbing. He has been arrested and is facing murder charges. This case has garnered significant attention due to the shocking manner in which the body was discovered and the alleged circumstances surrounding the crime. It underscores the importance of community vigilance and the need for thorough investigation in such tragic events. Once again, that's some fucked up shit. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what's wrong with this man, but you got some issues. And your ass need to be put somewhere. I mean, why did you do that to that man? What did he do to you? Oh my gosh, that's gross. And then you didn't get rid of him. That's the disgusting thing. You kept him. You won't even let them have their peace by, having to. Oh, there's a special place in hell for you. I'm just letting you know. All right, if you didn't think that was depressing enough, we're going to talk about the Carr report because this shit is real.
Emotional content.
The Carr report. The IRS just ghosted the rich, but if you're broke, they're still coming for you. Yeah, I know. I'm broke as fuck. So the IRS has lost nearly a third of its workforce, leading to a significant reduction in audits of high-income earners and corporations. Despite the staff issues, the IRS continues to audit low-income taxpayers, particularly those claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit, at higher rates than wealthier individuals. Due to resource constraints, the IRS has dropped investigations involving substantial sums, including cases with potential recoveries of $150 million. You gonna go after somebody who owes what, $500 instead of the asshole that could give you back $150? To compensate for the staffing shortages, the IRS plans to utilize artificial intelligence to identify audit targets. Carr expresses concern that AI may disproportionately flag simpler returns, often filed by low-income individuals, leading to further inequities. The difference between taxes owed and taxes collected has expanded to over $600 billion, exacerbated by reduced enforcement among high-income payers. Carr's critique underscores the need for equitable tax enforcement and cautions against measures that may inadvertently burden those least able to navigate complex tax systems. So if you ain't got no money, be careful, because these motherfuckers might still try to get blood from a damn rock. That's all I'm saying. All right, so we're finally out of the woods with this bullshit here. Whew, we can take a breath. It's time for, if you don't already know, it's time for what you call it. It's time for fuck around and find out, or what I like to call, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Hold on, y'all. This is about to be good. I'm so sick of these people. I really am. I'm just sick of it. That's all I can say about this. I'm tired. But let's check it out. Whew.
I don't want this second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a rain. I've been moving like a hot mess.
All right, so family of black autistic man fatally shot pew-pewed during traffic stop gets $3.5 million. They should have got more, personally, in my opinion. Y'all motherfuckers get on my damn nerves. And I'm related to police, but I fucking can't stand y'all. The family of Genoa Donald, a 30-year-old unarmed black man with autism, has reached a $3.5 million settlement with Clark County, Washington, following his fatal shooting by pew-pewing by a sheriff deputy during a 2021 traffic stop. On February 4th, 2021, Deputy Sean Boyle stopped Donald in Vancouver, Washington for a faulty taillight. According to the court documents, when Donald did not immediately comply with orders to exit his vehicle, Boyle punched him in the face, breaking his nose. During the ensuing struggle, Donald's car began to move forward. Boyle stepped back and fired 2 shots, one of which struck Donald in the head. Donald succumbed to his injuries 8 days later. You are a dirty bastard. Shit. Boyle claimed that Donald grabbed his ballistic vest, posing a threat as the car moved. However, the family's attorney noted that Donald's DNA was not found on the vest. They argued that the deputy used excessive force during a stop for a minor traffic violation. The settlement was approved by the Clark County Council just weeks before the federal civil rights case was set to go on trial. While the county denies liability, the family's attorneys stated that the settlement provides accountability and closure. This case has drawn attention to the treatment of individuals with disabilities during law enforcement encounters and has sparked discussions about police training and use of force. And I'm still pissed off at it because they're still fucking around. I mean, seriously, the man had autism. You have a force multiplier. You have access to whatever the fuck you want to say. You are basically hurting people because you have the power and you feel you can use it. There's a special place. That's all I can say. There's a special place for these people. Moving on. Lip reader reveals that Denzel Washington said to the photographer who tried him at cons. And you know I had to do it. You know, I feel like Denzel is projecting part of himself in his roles. So let's talk about it. At the Cannes Film Festival, Denzel Washington was approached by a photographer who reportedly grabbed his arm twice in an attempt to pose him for a photo. In response, Washington confronted the photographer, and although the exchange was inaudible, deaf TikTok lip reader Jackie G analyzed the footage and interpreted the words as, "Hey, you're the one who grabbed me, right? Let me tell you something. Stop. You ever put your hands on me again, and I'm warning you. You heard me, right? Okay." When the photographer attempted to grab him a second time, Washington reportedly iterated, "Stop, stop, stop. You got me? Stop." Despite the confrontation, Washington's representative stated that the incident did not affect what was otherwise a great evening. Had it been me, I would have sued him. That is just assault right there. Y'all giving too much. I'd have broke his finger. Touching me? Oh, you done put your hands on me? I'd have broke his finger. Anyways, moving on. Navy SEALs caught sharing Ross's memes of a black sailor as a slave. You need your asses whooped. And I'm so glad you got caught. So 2 Navy SEALs from Team 4 based in Virginia are facing disciplinary action for creating and circulating Ross's memes targeting a black sailor in their platoon. The meme shared in a group chat depicted the sailor in demeaning ways, including images portraying him as a monkey, a chained slave on a slave ship. These actions reportedly began in 2022 and continued for years before being reported earlier this year. The targeted sailor had his SEAL qualifications and trident revoked in 2024, which he attributed to the Ross's treatment he endured. Following an investigation by Naval Special Warfare Group 2, his qualifications are being reinstated, and he will receive back pay. About fucking time. The investigation also found that the platoon team leader failed to adequately address the sailors' complaints, leading to further disciplinary actions against them. Now, SEALs are fucking basically Marines. That's what they are. They're the motherfuckers that go and sneak up in the night and go pew pew on you and legally can do that shit. And for them, they have extra training. And I don't know if they changed it, but women aren't even allowed in that bitch. And the whole concept is, you need to do better. As that dumbass first lady said, be better. Dumbass. Grammatically incorrect. So incorrect. That motherfucker needs to get deported. Shit, she can't even speak the language right. Let's see here now. The 2 SEALs responsible for the memes are facing non-judicial punishment and punitive letters in their files, which could result in demotions, loss of pay, or termination. I would like determination for the win. The leadership's failure to act appropriately has prompted administrative actions, including disciplinary letters that may impact their future in the SEALs. This incident highlights ongoing concerns about racial issues within the Navy SEAL community, where diversity remains limited. As of March 2021, 95% of SEAL officers were white, with only 2% being black, underscoring the challenges in fostering an inclusive environment with elite military. This is some fucked up shit. But that's it for play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I hope they lose their jobs, real talk. I hope they get terminated, all of that good shit. Before we move on, we're going to check out the history that went down this week. So here we go. Give me a second so I can go ahead and pull up my little intro. Give me just one moment because it's been a day. It's been a goddamn month.
Yo, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, so many, yo, there's so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that cool. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit.
All right. So, this week in Black History, May 21st to May 27th this year. So, in 1862, Mary Jane Patterson becomes the first Black woman in U.S. history. I'm not trying to sound like that damn wormhead. I just took a puff. Black woman in U.S. history to be awarded a master's degree. She earned it from Oberlin College in Ohio. That's her right there. This was the first Black woman to get a master's degree, so you know she was smart. Moving on, in 2009, on the 21st, NFL star quarterback Michael Vick is released from federal prison after serving 19 months of a 23-month sentence for financing a dogfighting ring. Formerly with the Atlanta Falcons, Vick finished his career with the Philadelphia Eagles. I just want to say, after all the shit we've been through, I'm not worried about dogs. I'm worried about us. In 2009 as well, a Black man, James Young, is elected to mayor of Philadelphia, Mississippi. Did not know there was a place. A town which during the 1960s had the nation's most racist reputation. The KKK members dominated the town, and it was known for the mistreatment and unpunished unalivings of blacks. I hate when they say blacks. One of the most brutal events in the city was the 1964 unaliving of 3 civil rights workers. In his election victory, Young captured 30% of the white votes. Well, that's good. I wouldn't be comfortable living there, but that's good. So in 1881, Blanche Kelso Bruce is sworn in as a senator for Mississippi. He became the first Black man to serve a full term in the United States Senate. During his service, he advocated for political and social rights of Blacks, Indians, and Chinese immigrants. Please stop calling us Blacks. Black Americans, please. Blamericans, I don't know. In 1863, on May 22nd, the War Department established the Bureau of Colored Troops and began to aggressively recruit blacks for the Civil War. The black troops would play a major role in turning the tide of the battle against the rebellious southern slave states. I fucking don't like the South, okay? I'm sorry. I've been down there. My family's from there. I just don't like it. 1959, Benjamin O. Davis Jr. becomes the first African-American general in the U.S. Air Force. His father, Benjamin O. Davis Sr., had been the first Black general in the U.S. Army. That family is doing big things. On May 23rd, what's up with your leg being up that high? Shuffle Along, the first of a successor of widely popular Black musicals performed for white audiences, opened at the 63rd Street Theater in New York City. Become the first African-American Broadway musical, the musical comedy combined the talents of legendary team of Eubie Blake and Noble Sissle. Shuffle Along produced a long list of hits including Shuffle Along, I'm Just Wild About Harry, Gypsy Blues, and Love Will Find a Way. Ain't that a bitch? I did not know I'm Just Wild About Harry. Oh, did not know. And you know who the hell that is. In 1981, legendary reggae artist Bob Marley is given an official state funeral in his homeland of Jamaica. He had died of cancer on May 11th in Miami. Marley and his band, the Wailers, had made reggae popular worldwide with such hits as Stir It Up and No Woman No Cry. He was considered the first third world superstar and a prophet of Rastafarian religion. He was only 36 when he died. His body lies in a mausoleum in Jamaica. Well, sir, respects to you. On May 24th, 1854, Anthony Burns, one of the most celebrated fugitive slaves in American history, is captured by Deputy U.S. Marshal in Boston. But at the time, anti-slavery feelings was running high in Boston, and it was one of the cities which had vowed not to obey the Fugitive Slave Act, a federal law that required even those opposed to slavery to help slave owners capture runaway slaves. For fear that Boston residents would help Burns escape to Canada, the U.S. government sent 2,000 troops to Boston to assist in returning Burns to Virginia. Thousands lined the streets as Burns was marched to a ship on June 3rd for a trip back to the South. However, a black Boston church raised the money to purchase Burns, and within a year of his capture, he was back in Boston a free man. And people keep asking me, they keep telling me, I heard that Boston was very racist. Okay. In 1856, the so-called Potawatomi Massacre takes place. A force of men led by famed abolitionist John Brown attacks a pro-slavery settlement in Franklin County, Kansas, leaving at least 5 men unalive. The attack was part of a period known as Bleeding Kansas, when pro- and anti-slave forces battled one another in a bid to determine whether Kansas would be a slave or free territory. The Potawatomi Massacre was also one of the events which made the Civil War unavoidable. Shit, it feels like we about to do it again. Here go Patty. 1944, legendary singer Patti LaBelle is born Patricia Louise Holt in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the 24th, so in 2 days, y'all. I just don't like your hat. May 25th, 1878, world-renowned dancer Bill Bojangles Robinson is born in Richmond, Virginia. I don't like your nickname. Robinson was one of the best known dancers in America up until the 1940s. He was known for his sensational footwork and speed. He once set a world record running the 75-yard dash backwards in 8.2 seconds. But his Bojangles style, designed to please white audiences, no wonder I can't stand that name, angered some black people. However, he became a wealthy man, appearing in 15 motion pictures after the 1930s. Dude, I'm not sure how I feel about you. Now, this woman, I'm sure y'all should know, Madam C.J. Walker, 1919, that's the year my grandma was born. Wealthy cosmetic empire owner, Madam C.J. Walker, dies on this day at her estate on Irvington on the Hudson in New York. Walker is generally believed to have been the first black millionaire in American history. Believed. There probably were more. They just don't like reporting shit. 1926, famed jazz trumpeter and composer Miles Davis was born on this day in 1926. 1943, one of the largest white riots of 1940s takes place in Mobile, Alabama. The white people were outraged because the owner of the local shipyard company had upgraded the status and pay of 12 workers. That is fucking ridiculous. May 26, 1799, the famous black Russian writer Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin is born in Moscow, Russia. Pushkin was of Russian and Ethiopian parentage. He was well educated and went on to become a prolific writer. Indeed, he is generally credited with being the father of Russian literature. All right now, y'all know who the hell this is, you better. 1949, Pamela Suzette Greer is born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Pam Grier becomes one of the premier black actresses and one of the top sex symbols of the 1970s, playing in a host of so-called blaxploitation movies. She starred in Quentin Tarantino's film Jackie Brown, for which she received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. Her more recent work includes The L Word, Smallville, Larry Crown, and This Is Us. I'm just gonna tell you right the hell now. My mom is from that damn generation, the boomers. I watched some of those exploitation movies because she found them on VHS. I had no choice. I watched these bitches. This is a part of my life now too. May 27, 1958, Ernest Green graduates from Little Rock, Arkansas Central High School, becoming the first black to do so. Green was a member of the Little Rock Nine, the group of black students who first integrated the high school with the aid of federal troops. And in 2010, the Institute of Assets and Social Policies at Brandeis University releases a stunning study showing that the typical white household had accumulated 20 times as much wealth as the typical black household. According to the study, median white family wealth stood at roughly $100,000, while black family wealth was estimated at $5,000. I need to get the fuck out this country. That's all I know. I don't think I want to raise my kids in this damn country, just to tell you right now. I don't think I want to do it. All right, moving on. We still doing this education thing. We are still doing it. So let me go ahead and switch you over to the next story. And I'm so happy to tell it. Because I really follow him. Even I kind of am starting to lean to when before Mecca. But anyways, I'm pleased to introduce y'all to Malcolm X.
Emotional content.
Malcolm X 100th birthday, our own black shining prince. And this was reported on the 20th. So the 20th was his birthday. That is so good to know. I think I know somebody else whose birthday is on that, but whatever. Across the country, especially in cities like New York, Atlanta, and Detroit, people gathered to honor Malcolm's legacy with speeches, panel discussions, and educational forums. Organizers say his message is just as relevant today as it was during the 1960s. I used to live in Roxbury, Massachusetts, okay? And down the street there was a park. They used to call it Washington Park. It has been renamed to Malcolm X Park, and I don't have a problem with that. He was our own shining prince. Let's see here now. Okay, let's see. Okay. A phrase immortalized by actor Ossie Davison in Malcolm X's eulogy still resonates with generations of activists and leaders. Malcolm's legacy lives on through books, documentaries, and the continued fight for equality. Many young people today are discovering his words for the first time, finding truth, courage, and a challenge to think deeper about liberation and dignity. As we reflect on the life and impact of Malcolm X at 100, the message is clear. His voice may have been silenced too, but his vision remains alive in every struggle for truth and justice. So with that, I love to say happy belated birthday, Malcolm X, Mr. Honorable Malcolm X. We need more like him right now, especially right now. Where are they when we need them? All right, so now we're going to move on because we have actual good news. We actually have two good news stories, so check this one out. I'm just happy to freaking have good news, Lord. So HGTV Dream Home 2025 winner becomes a first-time homeowner. Trisha Smith, a 48-year-old special education teacher from Bronx, New York, has been announced as the winner of HGTV's Dream Home 2025 sweepstakes. Originally from Antigua, Smith was selected from over 118 million entries to receive a grand prize package valued at approximately $2.2 million. The prize includes a fully furnished 3,000 square foot home in Bluffton, South Carolina, designed by HGTV's Brian Patrick Flynn. The residence features 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, indoor and outdoor kitchens. Oh my God, an outdoor kitchen? That's cool. A backyard pool and scenic view of a nearby golf course, which means there's a good chance you could get hit in the head with a golf ball. Just letting you know. In addition to the home, Smith will receive a 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC, a $100,000 check, and a 5-year supply of Viva paper towels. You lucky woman, you. Smith, an avid HGTV fan, had been entering the sweepstakes for years. She expressed shock and excitement upon learning of her win, stating, "This would be the first time I'm owning a home, and it's a hell of a starter home." After living in an apartment with her mother and her sister, Smith looks forward to extra space and tranquility her new home offers. She plans to use the residence to gather friends and family, embracing the fresh air and peacefulness of South Carolina. I just hope that damn 5K walk isn't by your home, ma'am, because that was so disturbing. But we're going to continue this. I'm not going to break it. I'm just going to move on to the next one. No. I did, of all the damn, oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Well, at least you know what the stories are. I knew I should have did this earlier. Whatever. Anyways, Taraji P. Henson honors Black excellence at Spelman 2025 commencement. So the 138th Spelman College commencement took place on May 18th at the Georgia International Convention Center. It marked the largest graduating class in Spelman's history with 694 graduates. The ceremony celebrated academic achievement, perseverance, and the ongoing legacy of Black women of excellence. Taraji P. Henson, an Academy Award-nominated actress, was the keynote speaker. She was awarded an honorary Doctor of Fine Arts degree by Spelman, recognizing her cinematic success and advocacy work. Apparently, the person who took this photo did not have any of those qualifications. Missed the whole head. God dang, someone don't like her. She was awarded, her notable films include Hidden Figures and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I saw the first movie, never seen that second one. Henson is celebrated as a mental health advocate and a champion for Black voices and authenticity. Henson's speech emphasized aiming high, uplifting others, and embodying leadership. Her words reflected the spirit of Spelman's mission to cultivate Black women of influence and change makers. The graduates were encouraged to carry forward the legacy of leadership, activism, and cultural impact. The event underscored the empowerment of Black women and their role in shaping industries and society. The class represents a culmination of determination and overcoming challenges. The graduates include 4 valedictorians with majors like biochemistry and political science. I hope somebody fixes this goddamn. Ooh. Their achievements symbolize readiness to impact the world and instigate positive change. I'm so glad to finally report something good. God dang it. Now I'm gonna report something just don't care, really. It's more of just celebrity shit, but some of y'all like it. It's called tea, so let's look at it. God dang it. Are you serious? I just got rid of all my hotkeys. Damn. I need to stop that. Hold on.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This Black model may have broken Khan's strict no nudity dress code, but her outfit is turning heads. I ain't gonna show it. I'm already now monetized. I don't need to get in trouble. So at the 2025 Cannes Film Festival, British model Leomi Anderson was made headlines by wearing a floor-length mesh gown from the Severe I don't know what that word is, Spring-Summer 2025 collection. Her attire, which featured a sheer design, appeared to challenge the festival's newly implemented dress code that prohibits nudity and voluminous outfits. The updated guideline, introduced just before the festival commenced, aimed to maintain decency and ensure smooth guest movement during screenings. While it's unclear whether Anderson's ensemble violated the dress code, her bold fashion choice has sparked discussions about artistic expressions and the boundaries of formal attire at prestigious events. We just gonna keep moving on. She was naked and she found a loophole. That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna look at it, shit it. I don't really. I've gotten to the point now. I'm so stressed out. Nudity doesn't even fuck with me anymore. And I used to blush saying the word naked. So if you can't see that, let me bring it back up for you. Breezy is free. I didn't know he was jailed. Chris Brown granted bail by London court. What did you do, Chris? Lord have mercy. So, Chris Brown has been released on bail by London court after being charged with assaulting music producer Abe Diawa. Diawa? I don't know. Diawa? At a London nightclub last year. He was briefly taken into custody but has now been granted bail by the London court. How the hell do you hit someone and you don't get arrested until the next year? What? Okay. Details about the incident in the club are limited, but the charge remains serious. Brown's team states he is cooperating with authorities and focusing on his music and upcoming performances. Brown was released from custody while the legal case continues. His release is expected to be temporary, pending further legal proceedings. Brown's highly anticipated summer tour titled The Breezy Bowl 20 or XX, I don't know what he's going for, remains scheduled to proceed as planned. The first concert is set for June 8th, 2025 in Amsterdam. At least he's in the right continent. The tour will cover Europe until July 5th, ending in Paris. After Europe, Brown will tour North America starting July 30th in Miami, if you can get back in this damn country. The tour features performances across major cities in Europe and in North America. Fans can expect big performances with special guest appearances from artists like Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller. The tour is a significant event for Brown, demonstrating his ability to continue his career amid legal challenges. When the hell has his career not been in legal challenges since he hit puberty, please? Oh, wrong one. I'm done. That's it for celebrity news. It looks like we're in time for health. So before I start telling y'all about that, let me pull this down and tell y'all about this. Y'all need to check this shit out right here. But I'm gonna do my commercial first and let y'all check that out. So check my commercial out. If you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, share. If you don't like what I'm doing, comment and tell me what I can change, unless it's something stupid you say, and then you're just going to get blocked. I'm just going to tell you right now. Just come at me straight. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, check out my commercial, please.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house,
I want to go to the store, but it's raining. I don't feel like going out, and it's 40 degrees, heavy rain. I ain't going out. Fuck that. Anyways, I want y'all to check this one out here. God dang it. I really need to get my hotkeys. I forgot I have no hotkeys. I got a whole hotkey thing here, but I have no hotkeys. I got to get used to that. I got to set up my hotkeys again because this is ridiculous.
We are at war.
So, this is what I found. It is on a website called the San Diego Voice and Viewpoint. All right. You can go to it. It's called the sdvoice.info. All right. Now, I think we really need to popularize this. It's Black Health Bills of Rights, and I'm going to go down the Bill of Rights with you to tell you what basically is on this. And you can download this. As you can see, it is in a PDF form. So, according to this, the bill aims to confront and reduce long-standing health disparities faced by Black communities. It seeks to establish framework that affirms that rights of Black individuals to equitable health access and quality. I really am wondering why people call us Black, because we're not Black. We are different shades of brown. But okay. The initiative responds to systemic inequities in health outcomes rooted in historical and structural racism. To ensure equitable health services and resources are available to Black populations, to promote culturally competent healthcare practices that respect African American history and experiences, to advocate for policy changes that address social detriments of health impacting Black communities, such as housing, education, and economic stability. This thing also is it basically has key provisions and principles, which are recognition of health as a human right for Black people, calls for an increased funding of Black-led health organizations and community programs, inclusion of Black voices in healthcare policy making processes, emphasizes on preventive care and community-based health initiatives. The Bill of Rights aims to serve as a blueprint for health justice and empowerment within the Black communities. It aligns with broader movements for racial justice and equity in the United States. Like I said, when one of us benefits, all of us should benefit. When one of us fall in this fucking system, they don't seem to realize it, but we all fucking fall. Stakeholders include community leaders, healthcare providers, policymakers advocating for the adoption of the bill. The importance of grassroots activism and community involvement in shaping healthcare policies. It calls for public support and legislative action to institutionalize the bill's principles. Ongoing efforts to build awareness and garner support for the Black Health Bill of Rights, potential expansion initiatives to address other social justice issues intersecting with health, and continued monitored and evaluation to ensure implementation and Black impact on health outcomes is also what they are striving for. Hopefully, people take this seriously. But if you are interested, it was posted on Voice and Viewpoints Newswire, which is in San Diego. It has a PDF file you can download, which I have already done, and it is called the Black Health Bill of Rights. Black Health Bill of Rights. And I'm pretty sure if they can treat us right, they'll treat everybody else right. And that is it for that. We are going to continue. I just really wanted to put that up there. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's going on in our communities and health. Oh, Lord, why did I put that down? I put my script down. I don't know why. I guess I figured I was done when I saw that. Shit. So sorry. Let me pull my script back up because they told me I need to stop reading the news and just have a script. So I got to get my script up. All right. I forgot what the hell I was doing. I was ready. Anyways, let's move on to the next story. I'm gonna go ahead and get that off of there and bring up. If you're a young man, or if you have a young man in your house, a young Black man, or you know a young Black man that matters to you, you might want to pay attention to this story right here. So let's check it out. Where's my health thing?
We are at war.
Why Black men die too young, the silent crisis. So let's look at that one. All right. So Black men in America have the lowest life expectancy among demographic groups. They are nearly twice as likely to die from heart disease and 60% more likely to die from strokes. Higher rates of hypertension and prostate cancer are prevalent in Black men. This crisis is rooted in systemic issues such as racism, stress, food, apartheid, trauma, and neglect with healthcare systems. I said food apartheid, not food and apartheid. I just want y'all to know that. Many Black men avoid medical care due to cultural conditions to appear strong and avoid vulnerability. I lost 2 uncles 2 years apart for that. Well, 3 uncles 3 years apart if you really want to talk. The health disparities are not solely individual issues, but stem from systemic racism and neglect. Cultural conditioning discourages Black men from seeking medical help, promoting ideals and strength and stoicism. Mistrust in healthcare provides further discourages preventive care and regular checkups. Breaking the silence around health issues is vital. Self-awareness and acknowledgement are crucial first steps. Routine checkups should be normalized, with annual physicals becoming as common as car maintenance. If you care about your car, you need to worry about your body. Knowing key health metrics, blood pressure, cholesterol, glucose, PSA levels enables early detection and better outcomes. Dietary changes are essential. Shifting towards a plant forward diet can help combat chronic illness. Reclaiming traditional natural foods and reducing processed, sugary, and fried foods can improve health. Physical activity doesn't require a gym. Simple daily movements like walking, stretching, or sports can improve heart health, and reduce stress. Mental health should be prioritized. Seeking therapy, counseling, or spiritual guidance is essential for holistic well-being. Building a support network or accountability circle with friends or community groups can foster sustained health habits. The health crisis is preventable and reversible through systemic change and individual efforts. Black men need to lead with self care to ensure presence and strength for their families and communities. The community must move away from neglect and silence, embracing prevention and wellness. This moment calls for a shift in priorities, favoring health over superficial pursuits, prevention over pride, and life over premature death. Recognizing Black men's inherent worth and capacity for change is essential for breaking the cycle and safeguarding future generations. Black men are not disposable or doomed. They are divine and capable of transforming their health outcomes. Collective effort and personal accountability are necessary to end the silent health crisis and build resilient health communities. Yes, it is. And we're going to keep up with that because we're going to move on into the next story about Al Roker. Did you know he had prostate cancer? Because I think I reported on him at one point. So Al Roker was diagnosed in 2020 with prostate cancer, initially with a Gleason score of 8. He underwent surgery at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center to remove his prostate, surrounding tissue, and lymph nodes. His cancer was described as aggressive but hormone sensitive, allowing for manageable treatment options. 6-month follow-up in May 2021 showed no detectable PSA. Let me see here now. Levels indicating remission. Roker has battled ongoing health issues but remains optimistic about his health and future. He publicly announced his diagnosis and journey, emphasizing the importance of early detection and treatment. Gleason score explained as a grading system ranging from 1 to 10, indicating cancer aggressiveness. Roker's initial Gleason score was 8, signifying a relatively aggressive cancer. Early detection can lead to effective treatment, as illustrated by Roker's experience. PSA levels are used as indicators to prostate health. Roker's PSA was clear after treatment, signaling remission. Joe Biden had been announced having it on May 18, 2025, with a Gleason score of 9. The cancer is described as more aggressive but hormone sensitive, offering hopeful management options. Biden, aged 82, is reviewing treatment options with his physicians. His diagnosis highlights that prostate. Give me a second, my damn screen. Okay. His diagnosis highlights that prostate cancer can affect men across different ages and health statuses. Roker expressed solidarity and encouragement to Biden, acknowledging the difficulty of prostate cancer. He emphasized that no one wants to be part of this group, but encouraged facing disease with courage, humor, and grace. Roker's post underscores the importance of resilience and a positive outlook during health struggles. The message aims to offer support and reassurance to Biden and others battling similar diagnoses. The conversation around prostate cancer emphasizes awareness, early detection, and the potential for successful management, even with aggressive forms. Both Roker and Biden's stories serve as reminders of the importance of health screenings and proactive medical care. The public sharing of these journeys helps reduce stigma and encourages men to seek regular checkups, highlighting the influence of treatment advances and the importance of support networks in coping diagnosis and treatment. Now, as I said, I had a segment going on with mental health, and it is still Mental Health Month. So let's look at the contributions this man here has done. This here is, give me a second here. Where is that damn story? Okay, this here is Dr. Herman George Kennedy, born in 1901 in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Dr. Kennedy's work profoundly impacted how we understand intelligence testing and racial bias. Dr. Kennedy pursued higher education at Northwestern University, earning his BA in sociology and psychology in 1927, followed by an MA in clinical psychology in 1928, and culminating with a PhD in psychology in 1941. The man was busy. In 1936, Dr. Kennedy published a seminal study titled The Effect of Rapport on IQ, a new approach to the problem of racial psychology. He was the first psychologist to examine how the race of an examiner could influence IQ test outcomes, highlighting the importance of cultural and interpersonal dynamics in psychological assessments. Beyond research, Dr. Kennedy was a fervent advocate for Black professionals in psychology. In 1938, he organized the first professional group for Black psychologists within the American Teachers Association, aiming to promote the teaching and application of psychology in Black institutions. Dr. Kennedy's work laid the foundation for future studies on cultural bias in testing and inspired generations of psychologists to consider the social context of their work. He served as the chair of the psychology department at West Virginia State College for 4 decades, mentoring countless students and professionals. Dr. Herman George Kennedy's legacy reminds us of the importance of equity and cultural sensitivity in psychological practice. Let's continue to honor his contributions by advocating for his inclusive and fair psychological research and assessment. And that is the story of Dr. Herman George Kennedy, PhD. Now we're going to move on into my palate cleanser, and we're going to take off. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and shout out these people and their groups. So if you if you need to take a break, go to the bathroom, or if you just want to, listen, I'm saying don't go away, but listen. You don't have to watch. You can just listen, and I'll tell you about these 2 groups. Here we go. Okay, so that's CBD Honey Lips. It's Black-owned lip gloss company located in the New York area. I don't know where, so don't go try and stalk her. But it's a good product. You should probably, check it out. I would love it, but my finances are done. But when I get a chance, I will definitely go over there and get myself some. You can find her on Threads or Instagram. Once again, that's CBD Honey Lips. All right. Now, there's this other group I'm very interested about. If you are a Black person and you feel like this world is going cuckoo, this might calm you down a little. So check this out. I'll be back.
Welcome. The Black Revolutionary Collective is focused on securing both economic and political power for all Black people in the African diaspora, teaching our people the fullness of their history, and restoring Black unity on a global scale. We have chapters forming all over the world. It's an exciting time. We are an unapologetically Black organization because we believe that Black people must be empowered to save themselves. It has nothing to do with hate and everything to do with unity, our global Black unity. BRC membership is only for those ready to do the real work in their communities. You must be willing to be boots on the ground. In order to rebuild our communities, we must fix the key elements affecting our communities. Therefore, every local chapter will have the following departments: the youth department, the homeless department, the political department, the Economic Department, the Prison to Home Department, and the Community Events Department. In order to become a BRC member, you must first agree with our platform and our rules. This is a summarized version of the 10-point platform. It's also available in full on our website at blackrevolutionarycollective.com. Number 1, we want the immediate end to systemic racism in America and abroad. Number 2, we want the immediate end to police brutality. Number 3, Black people must own the majority of the businesses and land in our communities. Number 4, all majority Black schools must be fully funded and controlled by the Black community. Number 5, we demand equal pay and reparations to finally end the wage gap for all Black people. Number 6, we will unite the Black vote and cultivate leaders that will represent our national Black legislative agenda. Number 7, we demand the end to all unjust practices carried out by the justice system in America and abroad. Number 8, we demand the full withdrawal of all colonizers on the continent of our motherland, Africa. Number 9, we demand the immediate end of all Black gangs across the globe for the betterment of our communities. We must stop and we will stop the flood of guns and drugs into our communities. Number 10, we will defend ourselves and our communities against any person or group that wishes to harm us. We have this right under the law, both in America and abroad. Next is our code of conduct, which are the rules for all BRC members. We have a zero tolerance policy because we understand that this work takes maturity and discipline. We will hold each other accountable because we know this work is bigger than us individually. This is our code of conduct. Number 1, all BRC members are advocates for all Black people. We will leave none of us out of our Black liberation. No matter your socioeconomic level, education level, religious beliefs, or sexual orientation, we will not allow our differences to divide us. All BRC members must treat each other with respect at all times. Disrespect, harassment, or violence of any kind will not be tolerated. We will be the example for our community to show the positive results of our Black unity. Number 3, BRC members cannot have narcotics or alcohol in their possession while doing BRC work. Number 4, BRC members can't commit any crimes against other members or Black people at all. You cannot steal or take from the people. Number 5, the BRC 10-point platform must be known and understood by each BRC member. Number 6, all BRC members must continue to self-educate themselves in regards to political and economic education, which we will provide. Number 7, no chapter shall accept grants, donation funds, money, or any other aid from any government agency without contacting and getting approval from national headquarters in Chicago. Number 8, each chapter's leadership must submit monthly financial reports. 100% of all donations will be used for the development and implementation of our programs for our Black people. We will have full transparency in this matter. Number 9, all chapters must adhere to the policy and the ideology laid out in the 10-point platform and the code of conduct. Number 10, all chapters must move on one accord. Meetings and program engagement is mandatory for all BRC members. All chapter meetings will be in person monthly. The 10-point platform and the code of conduct is available on our website. If you're interested in membership, just click the membership button on the website and complete the form. There is a vetting process, which includes a background check, because we must create a safe space for our people. If you have any other questions, feel free to email us at info@blackrevolutionarycollective.com. If you'd like to donate towards our work, then hit the donate button on our website. I love you, Black man. I love you, Black woman. Knowledge is power. Power to the people.
Okay, so y'all check that out. If you're interested, I do have information on how to get in contact with them as well. Let's see. So now we're going to move into our palate cleanser and in the night, because like I said, I am still not out of the woods with my health. So give me a moment and I will bring that up in a second. Give me a second. There it is. So North Carolina police eject alligator from pool deck. How close are y'all to the water? Because I'm just wondering why you would have a pool deck if you are close enough that an alligator can get to you. So Police in Sunset Beach, North Carolina, responding to a surprising situation where an alligator was found lounging on a residential pool deck. The officers safely relocated the animal back to a pond, emphasizing the importance of reporting unusual wildlife sightings and advising residents not to approach or feed such animals. They didn't do neither. What happened was you just advertised a nicer spot. It's cleaner, it's quieter, and he can sit on he don't have to sit on grass. Yeah, you torturing that poor alligator. Good grief. So let's see here now. The two officers were dispatched. Photos showed the alligator was wandering among pool furniture. Officers safely relocated the alligator to its natural habitat at a nearby pond. The operation was conducted with patience and caution, acknowledging the animal's dangerous features, respect for those teeth. How about the fact that thing has a long-ass tail that probably could hurt the shit out you too if he got agitated? The police shared the incident on social media to inform residents. They emphasized the importance of reporting any out-of-place wildlife. Are we really reporting that? Because, I mean, we're kind of the ones that are misplaced, huh? Just saying. Especially during baby deer season. Oh, my God, there's a baby deer season? I thought it was just deer season. What the hell? Residents are advised not to touch, feed, or approach wildlife animals. Who the hell is doing that? God dang you. The police assured the community they would assess and respond quickly to such reports. The presence of wildlife like alligators near human dwelling highlights the intersection of urban and natural environments. In other words, your ass moved too close. The incident also underlines the need for community awareness about local wildlife behavior. Authorities encourage vigilant and safe interactions with unfamiliar animals to prevent accidents or harm. In my opinion, you should probably leave their home alone. That probably would help a lot. But maybe I'm wrong. I personally feel like what the hell? Okay. I personally feel like if you move too damn close to someone's house and you start getting your house and banged on and shit, that's possibly your fault. And with that, I'm going to say good night. I do apologize for the misplaced live. And I'll cut this up and post the other ones later. Good night. Love y'all. And, as always, take care. Give me, where's my goddamn thing? I told you this is a struggle podcast. It's just me by myself. Ain't nobody else doing this but me. Where the hell is it? There you go.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul.
Oops.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road.